So
It's a perfect time to bring in Julie. So many questions about the psychology of this. First of all, what do we know about the psychological causes of road rage?
So if we just look at the four reasons why people get angry, it's number one, a rule is broken. Number two, a boundary is violated. Number three, your needs or expectations are not being met. And number four, that your goal attainment is being interfered with or thwarted in some way. And so my guess is that when this conflict occurred between the two people trying to merge, for example, both of them had an expectation that they should be allowed to go first. And then the anger builds up out of that. So it starts very low, like you said, with the high beams and the following too closely. That's an expression, that's a driver expression of irritation or frustration, and it escalates from there. And I think that in this case, if both people had an expectation that their priorities should be considered first, then there's no way to really win that argument, right? And so it will escalate.
How can we prevent it from escalating? What are some steps we can take?
The first step I think every driver should take, and you should be very intentional about this, is that before you leave your starting point, make a commitment to yourself that you will not be the reason that anyone dies or gets injured on the road today. And if you start out your driving adventure with that intention, it's much harder for you to get wound up and get caught up into this reactive state where you want to start something on the road, because your desired outcome, your long-term outcome, is to arrive safely and to make sure that everyone around you also arrives safely. So that's where we start. But also, I think Sean made a very good point that he was saying that in his moment of road rage, he was simply reacting. We need to move from a place of reaction to responsiveness. So when we're responding, we're taking a moment to think about what's really happening. Is this important enough for me to defend this hill right now? Or is this something that I can let go? Will it even matter an hour, a day, a month from now? Probably not. And so when we think about it in those terms, and we look inward and say, I understand I'm angry and I'm frustrated. However, I want to arrive safely. I want to make sure everyone else arrives safely. And this is not important in the grand scheme of things. Now I can let it go, and I can do that much more easily.